Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and
Hello everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Sunflower, hi Ellen. How are you? Hi Dee. Welcome everyone. Hi Bernadette. How are you? How's everyone? Switch the screens to get started. You all know how it works over here. There you go. Dee, what is my YouTube channel? Okay. What is my YouTube channel will be like? Okay, whoa, Dee, you chat. Oh man. Getting tongue-tied or whatever already. For Dee, what is Dee's YouTube channel be like for the rest of the month? What is Dee's YouTube channel gonna be like for the rest of the month? What's going on in Dee's YouTube channel for the rest of the month? Ooh, not too bad, right? Yeah, the Knight of Wands in the dark, so I feel like there's this energy of a little bit of impulsiveness, wanting things to go a little bit faster than what they are currently going. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's hard to stick with a schedule or maybe begin to get harder. Just stick to your routine with your channel between now and the rest of the month. I feel like the rest of the month is only like 3 days, right? I don't know. I'm running out of time for that one. But for the Three of Cups and the Light, I feel like I don't know, there's community support, or if it's you focusing on collaborations or teamwork, or just feeding off the feedback you've been getting from your channel, from comments or whatever that is for you. But luck, timing, destiny is on your side, right? I feel like you're on the right track for next month and whatever next month brings for you. It may be going slowly, but I feel like it's going to go smoothly overall in a positive light. Let's just see what else is Dee reaching out about her channel for the rest of the month going into August. The devil's out. Oh, maybe just a matter of releasing or not paying any attention to any toxic energy that may be flowing around your channel or coming towards your channel. The Ten of Swords is in the dark too. Like, don't give up. You know, when you feel like giving up, I feel like you're gonna get a new boost of inspiration or creativity, whatever that is for you. But yeah, because the Ten of Swords is in the dark. Yeah, that's what I got. Sunflower, is Ace aligned with Sunflower's highest good? That's a good question. Let's see. Is Ace aligned or in tune with Sunflower's highest good? I would say no, that they're not really in tune or focused or aligned with your higher good at all. I feel like they don't really know. They're just moving forward. They're just going with the flow. Whatever challenges come their way, they seem to be prepared for what's coming. But yeah, I feel like that's another. They're not aligned with your highest good. Yeah, you know. I feel like they don't always know when you're looking for their attention either. They may like miss signs. They may miss some things about you that they probably should be paying attention to. Ten of Cups too. I feel like they're not really focused on long-term commitment if you're just planning ahead all that much. It is what I call it. Bernadette, hello. Current energy about romantic relationship. Ooh. For Bernadette, what is the current energy around Bernadette's romantic relationship? What is the energy around Bernadette's romantic relationship? I kind of feeling like some of this energy is maybe about more about your energy than the energy itself. The Four of Wands in the dark, I feel like it could be a beautiful, harmonious, romantic energy, but I feel like there's a little bit of doubt or a little bit fearful that it's not going to last. Not quite sure what that is about. You have the Four of Pentacles in the dark too, so I feel like it's kind of like letting go some insecurities or letting go some things that may have been holding you back or maybe your partner back from having some romantic connections towards you. You had a big fight? Okay, yeah, I do feel like there's this distance. Yeah, the Two of Swords is like the making a difficult decision about what's gonna happen next. Lots of walls up. Yeah, yeah, I feel like there's a lot there. With the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in the dark. Hierophant too, feeling like there's a separation. Maybe not a real separation, but like the two of you are not connecting well right now. With the Hierophant here. Oh man, the financial, yeah. I feel like that's what a lot of people fight about in marriages is the financial side of things, the materialistic thing. Yeah, that's a tough one if you're not both on the same page. You're sharing everything. Oh man. What is his zodiac sign? For Bernadette. Is there what advice can you give to Bernadette about the situation? What advice can you give Bernadette about the situation? Oh man, the hangman. Hangman's in the dark. So I just feel like there's this energy of like they're not gonna change who they are. So I don't know if it's a matter of you thinking if you can adapt to them of who they are, because I feel like they're not going to change. The Ace of Pentacles is in the dark too. Like there may be some low funds or poor planning or just the idea of the two of you not being on the same page and how to spend the money or save the money, whatever the case may be for the two of you. And I feel like it does cause some frustrations and just feeling like you're not accepted or, thinking things through is very difficult. I'm not sure how this is supposed to come out as um, advice, but the sun wanted to come out. Yeah, he's not going to change. So it's either you adapt to the way he does things or how he thinks, or, figure out what you got to do there. Um, you know, the Four of Cups is like meditate on it, think about it, figure out what your next steps are. It's kind of like pulling yourself back, evaluating your situation, and how to readdress your partner without changing them. You can't change people. But, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you gotta figure it out. So like stay positive. Do what you feel is best for you to do in this case. Yeah, they're not gonna change. So it's either adapt or get out. I mean, I'm sure it's not that easy, but it's just kinda like the cards are like, yeah. It's tough when you're not on the book on the same page. For Ellen, hello. What will this week be like for Ellen? What is this week going to be like for Ellen? What is this week going to be like for Ellen? That one definitely wanted to come out for you. What is this week going to be like for Ellen? Ooh, the moon is out. The Hierophant. I feel this energy about you either learning or mentoring someone else or coaching someone else or supporting someone else. I don't know, or you're gonna get that in return. You know, roles can always be reversed. I just feel this energy of you being grounded or feeling more connected with yourself and being more confident in yourself of whatever's coming next for you this week. You do have the moon in the dark, so I feel like you're going to be unraveling some mysteries, unraveling some information that wasn't clear to you before. But I feel like that's also going to give you some sort of boost of confidence moving forward because you have the Page of Swords. So you're going to speak your mind, you're not going to bite your tongue, you're going to say what you got to say. And do what you gotta do, right? I just feel the sense of you coming up with new ideas, new clarity, new sense of what to expect or where you want to put your energy moving forward. The Six of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like it's not a matter of you trying to balance things out with other people. You know, it's either they're on board or they're not, you know, in or out kind of thing. Seems to be the theme tonight, but Six of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like it's whatever you feel is best for you to do moving forward. What else will happen for, what else can we get for Ellen for this week coming up? Oh yeah, someone's gonna try to cut into your energy, but I feel like it's just a matter of you doing you. I don't know if it's you finding some information about this person that's sitting well with you. Whatever it is, you know, you do have the Six of Cups, so there's just nostalgia energy. Having some fun times, family time, whatever that is, making some happy memories. Moving forward, you are blessed with the universe, so I feel like it's just a matter of, you know, keep on with that faith, keep on with that positive energy that you have. Yeah, that is where I got. My screen is flashing and I have no idea why. Moonbeam, do you see my screen flashing? Okay, one moment. I'm guessing he's fixing something. Dee Dee, general reading for Dee Dee. What does Dee Dee need to know right now? What does Dee Dee need to know right now? Ooh, what's going on with that? Three of Swords is out. For the Three of Swords in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of not really wanting to accept something or accept how things are, or just not, something just not settling well with you. Ugh, yeah, I feel this energy of feeling stuck or maybe realizing something but it's too late, to feeling not good about it because you didn't realize before. I'm not quite sure exactly what that energy is for you. I'm not sure if you're experiencing now or if it's something coming, but I feel like whatever decisions you make or whatever you're doing, you know, keep moving forward. You can't dwell on past regrets or anything like that. Just a matter of you going through this transformation. I feel like whatever that was, you're going through a transformation of some sorts anyway, right? The Death card is in the dark, so you're going through that rebirth kind of energy. Three of Swords in the dark too, like healing, letting things go, moving forward. Because you do have the Sun, so positive energy is coming through. So I feel like it's just a matter of you looking for opportunities, being mindful of opportunities, and, you know, moving forward to making better choices moving forward. You know, Seven of Swords, making sure that you're not in denial, you're not lying to yourself, you are being honest. Most important person to be honest to is yourself, right? Sometimes we try to make ourselves believe things that are not possible, or, you know, our mind can definitely play tricks on us sometimes if we allow it. So I feel like there's this energy of not allowing that to happen because you're transforming, you're birthing, you're ending that stuff, and you're moving forward in a positive light. You don't want to self-sabotage yourself. What other advice does Dee Dee need to know right now? What else does Dee Dee need to know right now? The Knight of Wands, top fiery energy. Oh boy, that came out a little while ago. I'll get rid of that again just in case that's some past energy from from Ellen that's still lingering. We'll see if there's something else. I mean, the Knight of Wands, he looks sexy, so we're gonna keep him out, right? He's in the light, he's on fire, he's passionate. We'll see what that's all about. Why is this Knight of Wands out here for Dee? I got all my cards in the wrong direction. Try that again. Why is this Knight of Wands out here for? Oh, see, the sun's out again. Sun's a little dark, so making sure that you're staying focused on the positive energies, looking for opportunities, looking for any movement moving forward that is positive. Because you have the Ace of Pentacles, there's going to be new beginnings, could be a new job opportunity, new sense of stability, a new connection. It could be anything new, right? It could be something you buy that's new. I don't know. But making sure that you're not turning your sun upside down, right? The Hierophant, sticking to your beliefs, your values, making sure that you are not allowing anyone to break your boundaries or any of that sort of thing, and keep moving forward. That's really voice. Knight of Wands, I feel like that's someone coming into your energy, but they seem positive, so. Sunflower. What is to come between Sunflower and Ace for the rest of the year? What could possibly come between a Sunflower and Ace for the rest of the year? What could possibly be coming between Sunflower and Ace for the rest of the year? What could possibly be coming towards Sunflower and Ace for the rest of the year? I feel like what's going to come between the two of you is making some big life decisions or life choices. Not quite sure what that is. But I feel like whatever you choose, it seems like you're going to commit towards it. So I don't know if it's the two of you going separate ways and committing to that, or the two of you deciding what you want to do and connecting and staying together. With the Four of Wands, a sense of celebration, a sense of feeling home and connected and wanting to grow and build a stable foundation there. But I feel like that all is depending on this decision. The King of Cups is in the dark as well, so I just feel this energy of just something not really sitting well, or just not I don't know if it's in your end or Ace's end, and whatever it is, the two of you have a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of good things in your energy as well. It's just a matter of figuring this out. Let's see. I feel like it's time to walk away. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too, because I feel like you're going to be at a crossroads. So I feel like whatever you do choose to do, you will have the positive side with this Four of Wands. But let's just see. What does Sunflower need to know about this? Oh, the Hierophant. Yeah, traditions. Yeah. I feel like because of what you just said there, the family friend wants more but don't want yes, exactly. So because they're a family friend, right, the Hierophant is very much into family and structure and what's expected, right? But then that makes you tied down, and that makes you restricted in being your true self and exploring new things that could be more positive and enlightening for you. And being trapped in something that's not really real, just something that seems right because comfortable, because familiar, but doesn't mean that it's right. That makes sense. And then you have an old toaster and only one side of the toaster works, but you keep it anyways because you like it and you're used to it, and it doesn't make it any better. Toaster's not going to get better, right? I have no idea where that even came from, but that just I don't know. I feel like somebody wanted you to know that. It's up to you. Yes, you're going to be faced with a big decision to make if you're going to keep him, let him go. But I feel like whatever you choose, you're going to be positive about it. The cards are kind of leaning towards you letting him go. Because he feels comfortable and secure towards you because you've known him for so long, doesn't mean that it's the best choice. Bernadette! Oops. Cards are going crazy already. Has Bernadette's family figured out that Bernadette blocked them? Has the family figured out that Bernadette has blocked them? Bernadette's family figured out that they've been blocked. Four of Pentacles, I would say yes. Four of Pentacles is a yes card, it's a possessive card. So you're doing you, and they realize that you're doing you, and you're focusing on yourself and your energy and that sort of thing. For the Knight of Wands and a Light, I feel like they feel like you're not being serious, even though they're not happy about it with the Ten of Swords here. I feel like they feel like you're not going to keep up with this, so they're doubting that this is forever. You know, they have questions. They're like, oh, I don't know if you've done this before or not, but they're just not believing that it's gonna last long. I believe that you are. I'm just saying they don't believe that you are for some reason. Yeah, they feel like you're gonna come around, come to your senses, and unblock them because they're family. You know, they have their guards down. They're not gonna fight you on it because they feel like it's just a matter of time before you come back. This for the Jorts. Yeah, I feel like this should just give you fuel to keep them blocked, right? If they're gonna be like that. If they're not gonna support you the way you need support, then, you know. You have to find your own tribe. Ellen, how will HR and Ellen's supervisor react when Ellen asks when I go to work? Okay, so how will HR, the supervisor, react when she asks to only work 4 days a week for August? How will HR react when Ellen asks for 4 days a week in August? How will HR react when Ellen asks for 4 weeks off a week in August? I feel like they will act positive towards it, though. I feel like there's a lot of strength. I feel like there'll be open communication about it. I feel like they will support your choices, but I feel like your return is not going to be secure. So I don't know if it's just a matter of them, okay, you want 4 weeks off, that is fine, that's great. But September, you know, they may continue with the 4 weeks and not give you more job if they have to hire someone else to fill in for the days that you're not there. They may not be able to just let them go when the time is done. I'm not quite sure how it's going to play out for you, just because the Seven of Wands is in the dark, so it might not be as what you're expecting. I feel like you may have to push your way through to get back your hours or whatever the case may be. What if, I don't know if I'm going to clarify on that, but that's what I got. Yeah. For Dee, what is coming for Dee and group next week? Nights keep wanting to come out. Oh man, let's just see what's going on here for Dee. How will group be like next week in August? How will group be next week in August? You have the Page of Cups and the dark. So I don't know if it's just a matter of someone not really supporting you or not being, you know, as patient or as calm as they should be, because I feel like things may get a little bit tension or a little bit heavy. I'm not quite sure what that is. There is a King of Pentacles here, so I feel like overall there is going to be some positive energy, some positive things are going to be done. I feel like it's going to be like a matter of like you leading by example. So I feel like a lot of people, even if you're not noticing, may be looking up to you like, oh, let's see. If Dee is like calm, cool, and collective, they may feel more calm, cool, collective. So I feel like they're going to be watching you and like picking up you or your energy as a leader of the group for whatever reason. It could be just your aura at that time or your energy. But I feel like there's also going to be new opportunities or new things, new topics. I'm not quite sure how this group works. But for the Ace of Pentacles, I just feel like there's going to be some sort of growth or transformation that may come of it. The Seven of Cups is also in the dark. So I think it's really important for you to trust your intuition, trust your visions, trust whatever you feel is important for you when you are leading. Because, leading by example will pay off during this group next week. And you see what this one is. You have the Six of Wands in the dark. So even though they may not realize, they may not come out and say they appreciate you, but I feel like a lot of them, or some of the people that you're with a group, may actually look up to you without you realizing. Even though they don't validate it or say it, or that's what I thought though. Sunflower! How is father doing now that the court has ruled in my favor to limit it as much as some. Okay, so how is Sunflower's father's doing? How is Sunflower daughter's doing? How's Sunflower's daughter's father doing? He's on top of the world. That's one eternal life. He is living the good life. Less responsibility, less work for me. I'm on fire. Oh man. The Six of Wands, having that badass success and gloating about it. The Emperor, feeling in charge, feeling confident, feeling that big ego. The Nine of Pentacles, that independence. No more responsibility if I don't have to do any communication between me and Sunflower. Oh man. Two of Pentacles, like I have choices, I have options, I can do what I want now, I can juggle things around more better. I feel like they feel like they're going to be more flexible to tackle their priorities. You don't have to pay child support? Yeah, I feel like he's thrilled about this. He has all the cards on the light. Very positive, that badass success, that ego boost, that independence. I can balance whatever I want. Yeah. A man always got it easy, eh? Oh man. Bernadette! Anything I can do to improve my relationship with myself? Let's see for Bernadette. Anything Bernadette can do to improve the relationship with herself? Ooh. I was gonna do this as a theme night reading, but I didn't. So let's just see if this spread would work for you, Bernadette. The spread is about shadow work. I'm gonna try it. If you don't like it, we'll do it for Bernadette. What hidden burdens and emotions are brewing around Bernadette? There was too many there. Let's see. For Bernadette, is there any hidden burdens, emotions, or beliefs lingering around Bernadette's energy that she should focus on? Two of Wands in the dark. Where does this energy come from? Where does this energy come from? Ooh. How does Bernadette try to hide or deny it? How does Bernadette try to hide it? That came out. How can Bernadette accept or work with the shadow? Alright, so the spread is how to focus on hidden things. So for the Two of Wands in the dark, it seems to be focusing on hidden burdens or emotions or ingrained beliefs from wherever. So I feel like with the Two of Wands, it's more about false promises and expectations from others. It's causing some energy about you moving forward and just being stuck on it, causing some stresses or worries or traumas or whatever that is for you. that is feel like it makes you feel a little bit stuck, or makes you feel a little bit hard on how to compare options when you want to do whatever's best to please everyone else instead of yourself. And where this comes from is love. You do have a lot of love in you, and you want to love for others. I feel like you want to love for others more than what you got love back. So that's good, but then it's bad at the same time. And then this one is how you hide or deny it. The Three of Wands, you try to stand strong. You don't let anyone see how defeated you are, how worried or stressed or all those things are that you are, even though you may be battling with a lot of things internally. Now, how to accept it and work with it, you have the Six of Swords in the dark. So, the Six of Swords in the dark is more about returning to trouble, sticking with this energy, and not releasing it from you. So, I feel like the work to do is try to figure out how to release it. Know that this is not all you. You do have a lot of love in your heart, but you can't just love others and not love yourself. You have to love yourself first. The Ace of Cups is very much a self-loving card, even though it's a matter of, overpouring love someone has for you as well. But I feel like right now, because they're working on this energy, it's about focusing on how to pour all this love on yourself rather than others, instead of trying to fight these inner battles. You need to kind of separate the two and make them two different things. What other advice would you give to Bernadette with this energy? The Star. Remember that you're truly blessed by the universe. You have a purpose. You have a reason why you're here. The Knight of Pentacles, if they're being butt cheeks, you can have to release them. Find your inner strength. The Strength card is all about taming your inner beast within yourself to make this Five of Pentacles, no longer exist. Throw it away. Give yourself some love and compassion and be fair to yourself. That is what I go with. I feel like that is a starter point where to focus. That helped. Yeah. Sometimes talking about, I know it's good to talk about past traumas, but sometimes if you're thinking about it and it's in your head, it's harder to heal from it when you're dealing with it all the time. It's good to take a break. Yeah. For Dee, how will the whole month of August be like for Dee? How will the whole month of August be like for Dee? Let's see. How will the whole month of August be like for Dee? How will the whole month of August be like for Dee? Oh man, it's gonna be tough. You have the Knight of Wands in the dark. You had the Knight of Wands in the light earlier, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with this knight. Let's see, what's going on with this knight? Who is this knight coming into Dee's energy? Ooh, King of Pentacles. So I feel like this person may be coming into your energy very hot and heavy and romantic and passionate, whatever that is. But I feel like their mission is to try to distract you from this the King of Pentacles here, who might be more stable, more grounding, more ready for a committed connection with you than you realize. I feel like they don't mind doing the hard work to win you over. It's just there may be a little bit of a distraction there. This person may come in to try to not allow you to see their true colors or their true self. So this person may be a little more quieter, a little bit more reserved, not really the type of person you would go after, because this person is going to be louder and shiny and sparkly, more glittery. I don't know, more noticeable. But I feel like this person may cause you some challenges with the Five of Cups here. But I feel like it's a matter of you moving forward, focusing on positive things, letting go of any disappointments, any negativity or anything like that, and you keep moving forward. You have the Three of Wands in the dark too, so I feel like it's just a matter of one step at a time energy in August. Don't make plans too far ahead in advance. Just be optimistic, but also clear-minded and realistic with your goals. The Hierophant is in the dark here, so I think it's a matter of, if you are able to mentor someone, then do that. If not, then it's okay to just focus on yourself, you know, because I just feel it's a matter of um, figuring out what's important to you and what's not, what you truly believe in, and what your values are, and how you're going to align yourself moving forward. I feel like there's going to be a lot of tests on that in August. Let's just see here. What else does DB need to know about this energy for the full month of August? Ooh. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, being true to yourself, you know, lead with compassion and warmth and wisdom. I feel a sense of you, like, really listening to your intuition. I do feel this energy, like, that's where I was going with that energy, too. Like, either supporting or mentoring someone else or allowing people to do that towards you. You have the Two of Wands, making some choices. You know, planning ahead, but not too far. You know, choose one thing at a time. Choosing a path. I was gonna say choose a plan A, but make sure you have some backup plans as well in case something doesn't go right. You know, and I feel like that will turn your 9 of Cups back into a light with more fulfilling energies to move towards. That's really cool. Ellen, hello. Well, they figure out that I want to work 4 days per week is a way to ease into retirement. Will the work figure out that Ellen wants to work 4 days a week to ease into retirement? That of Wands is in the dark. I feel like they may have an idea, but I feel like they're not sure. Not sure whether they realize that I am looking at retirement. Okay. Will they realize that she's working or looking into retirement? I feel like not really. I don't really feel like they're really thinking all that much about you or your situation or what you're doing or what your plans are. I feel like they're more focused on themselves or business or money and that side of things rather than having any care and compassion for you like they should because they're butt cheeks. Sunflower. What's coming for Sunflower for the rest of the year? What's coming towards Sunflower for the rest of the year? What's coming towards Sunflower for the rest of the year? The world! You have the whole world in your hands. You can do what you want. Love and romance. Ooh. The world. I feel like you're going to be closing chapters, opening new ones. I feel the sense of achievement, success, fulfillment coming your way. Yeah, the 5 of Cups in the dark. So I feel the sense of some self-love, this nudge of you moving forward and healing and making peace with any past regrets. The Knight of Cups. So I feel this energy of love and romance and passion coming your way. And there's also the Death card. So I feel like there's going to be some things that need to actually close. But you may be trying to keep them open for, I don't know why, but let's see. What is going on with this Knight of Cups and a light? Where is this love and romance coming from? Who is this Knight of Cups? Ooh. I don't know if it's a lover that's going to come into your life and you're going to have to end it, but you may not want to, but you may not have a choice. Because I feel like it's just going to be like a dead, right? I don't know. And then there's the 6 of Cups here in the dark. I just feel like you're wanting to cling to this person because they feel comfortable, you're used to them. And letting them go is just too difficult. What else is going to come towards Sunflower between now and the rest of the year? This came to light for you, and that is independence, right? 9 of Pentacles. The sense of doing what you gotta do, being self-sufficient, taking it easy on yourself, doing the hard work and it paying off. What else does Sunflower need to know about this energy? Oh, it's Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's this energy of you being more possessive, more sticking to yourself, knowing your limits, knowing what you can and cannot control, and being at peace with it. But you do have the Two of Pentacles, so I think it's a matter of you being more mindful of your spending, your budgeting, your financial situation, whatever that is for you. But I just feel the sense of knowing your limits will really pay off between the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, with feeling overwhelmed and disorganized from financial stress of some sorts. The King of Cups is in the dark too, so I feel like it's a matter of you know, having kindness and compassion towards yourself, finding the balance between your mind and your heart, and what you want to do next. That's what I got. I feel like you'll be going through a lot of transitions between now and the end of the year. Culture! Hello, Culture! Who is going to test my patience this week? Ooh, that is a good question, right? Who is it going to be? For Culture. Who's going to test Culture's patience this week? Who's going to test Culture's patience this week? I feel like that's some lingering energy. I'm going to try that again. Who is testing Culture's patience between now and the rest of the week? Oh, man. I was trying to get something better. The Five of Cups came out anyways. Okay. Oh, well. We asked for it. The Four of Cups is in the light. So I feel like there's someone's going to be very frustrating to deal with. They're not going to accept your offers. They're not going to accept anything you have to say or do or whatever's going on there. There's going to be a pain in the butt. But I don't know if this is a family connection or someone very close to you like family, because it's a Ten of Cups. I kind of feel like there's very closeness in your relationship between the two of you. Not quite sure what that is, but I feel like generally they are very loving and caring and supportive, but I feel like right now they're just going to get underneath your skin for whatever reason. The Two of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like you're going to have a hard time to navigate how to deal with this person, because this is not their typical behavior. This is something unexpected, where you have to decide if you're going to fall for, feed into their negativity, or if you're going to distance yourself from them until they get their mind in the right place, right? And I feel like, it's gonna disrupt your energy. Yeah, I feel like it's just because they're going through something. They're focusing on loss or grief or whatever delusions they built up for themselves. And they're just going to use that to affect your energy this week. What advice would Culture have to know to deal with this? Oh, man. I feel like it's a battle, but I feel like you stay strong, not let them get to you, make the decision to distance yourself from them and not feed into them, so that you don't have all the stresses and worries and thinking about them all night long because they got under your skin and causing this energy to test your patience, I feel like don't judge them too harshly, though. It's not really a battle worth fighting, because I feel like it's just temporary. It's just them having a bad headspace right now because they got this idea stuck in their head that they're struggling to get out of. So, yeah, choose your battles wisely. That's what I was trying to say. You're welcome, Culture. Bernadette, will my arts continue to sell? Ooh. Will Bernadette's arts continue to sell? Will Bernadette's arts continue to sell? Ace of Swords. I feel like things are just getting started. Ace of Swords. I feel the sense of new ideas, new clarity, new focus, new communication about your art. I feel like is coming through as well. The Five of Wands is in the dark. So I don't know if it's a matter of there going to be some new competition you're going to have to fight, or what's going on with that. There is the Ace of Pentacles in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of things may slow down a little bit. It may slow down. It's not going away. I feel like there's going to be some new ideas, new sparks of something. But I think it may just slow down a little bit. The Six of Swords is in the dark too. So there may be a little bit of a period where things are just going to stall for a while. How will this pick up pace? How will this pick up pace? Also pace? Yeah, keep doing it because I feel like you're going to spark some new ideas, new conversational pieces, like something that people are going to want to talk about will be very good for you. But I think in the meantime, it may stall a little bit. The moon is here, so maybe get some inspiration from the moon energy, whatever that is for you. Because I just feel like you are going to have a new sense of clarity, a new focus, a new something's just going to come to your mind. You're going to go with that, and I feel like that is going to help you through. People are going to, I think it's going to help you fight this competition here, and people will be more, they'll be judgy of it, but I feel like in a positive light. The judgment's in the light. Yeah, and I feel like it's, you know, it might be a little bit tough, but I feel like you're going to get better. I feel like you're going to get that recognition, and I don't know. I just feel like there's something else, but I don't know how to describe this energy. But I feel like it's good overall. It's good overall. It's going to be, I feel like it's something that's going to make people talk about it. You know, it may bring up topics that are not pleasant, but I feel like at the same time it's good, right? Or it could be like music, bring up a lot of emotions that some people don't want to deal with, but need to deal with. I think it's that type of thing. That's good. Yeah, it is good. It is good. As long as you don't get stressy for the little stall period. I feel like it's temporary. Until you get that mental clarity of what you need to do and then make that conversational piece and everything's going to boost up again. Ellen, what will August 2025 be like for Ellen? What is August 2025 going to be like for Ellen? What's August 2025 going to be like for Ellen? Ooh, the Three of Wands, expanding your vision, going traveling, exploring new territory, right? The Three of Wands, you're sitting there waiting for ships to come in. You have a white feather there, so I feel like the angels are blessing you right now as well. The sense of clarity, maybe having a beach day. The Four of Wands, celebrating your success, harvesting your whatever you need to harvest, right? It's summer. There's a lot of good I feel like food's always much better in the summer, right? Everything's more fresh. I don't know. I just feel the sense of celebrating home or just connecting with people who feel like home and that sort of energy as well. Maybe it's a family picnic. I don't know what this is for you. You have the stars. You're truly blessed from the universe, whatever's going on there. I feel the sense of maybe you taking an interest in astrology and your your spirituality and that sort of thing, exploring that a little bit better or more in a positive light. Looking for some inspiration. The Seven of Wands came out in the light, so I feel like that is more about you. Even though you may feel defeated and tired and exhausted, I feel like you're going to fight the challenges and you're going to pull through from whatever may be holding you back a little bit with those challenges. Yeah, you're going to get that badass success, you know? Whatever challenges come your way, I feel like you're going to be able to face them, even though they may be difficult. You're going to have success in the long run. What? Beauty is the story I'm doing with the is the story Beauty is doing with the story of the good. Okay, the story that Beauty is doing is the good for her YouTube channel. Is the story that Beauty is doing is the good for her YouTube channel. For the Four of Cups in a light, I do feel like there's this energy of you just thinking things through a little bit. You know, Four of Cups could be like planting a seed or an idea and seeing if it grows. But if you don't nurture it and you don't pay a lot of attention to it, I feel like it will grow. And this is not one that you need to nurture and water. And, you know, it's one of those cactuses that you just leave there and it doesn't need water for months. So I feel like the story made you really good, but maybe not right away. It made you good in like a month or two from now. YouTube is weird and worse like that. You know, sometimes I know people have been recently watching some of my videos from 2 years ago, New Year's. So I don't know what's up with that, but it happens sometimes. It's just weird. Like, why are they watching my New Year's video from like 2 years ago? It wasn't even this year, so I don't know. It just YouTube is just like that. I just feel like this story may be that sort of thing. You have the Six of Swords there, so I just feel like there's also the energy of letting something go and focusing on something else. I feel like that something else may give you a spark for something bigger. But I think if you're not feeling it, if your mind, heart, soul is not into it, you may want to revisit this idea and come up with something new. Because I feel like there's a spark of something really big wanting to come out, but it's just kind of like being stuck or buried or forgotten, or I don't know. Maybe this is a seed that you planted a long time ago and didn't pursue it that could turn into something more successful as well. The Chariot is in the dark. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna be stuck on an idea, stuck on something. So I don't know if again if this your story that you're working on now is gonna be great, just not now. But I feel like it may give you some spark of something else that would be more successful. Just a matter of you focusing on that and figuring out what exactly that is. I don't know. What? Culture. Should I ask my landlord for more time to move out? Let's see for culture. Should culture ask her landlord for more time to move out? Should culture ask her landlord for more time to move out? I mean, that's what we're doing. We're supposed to move out in 4 days, but we're not, so I can't tell you not to do it because that's what we're doing. The justice is in the dark, so I do feel this energy of a little bit of an imbalance. You know, I feel like your landlord may not like it, but it's too bad for him. You know, take the time that you need. This I feel like I don't know. Don't take my advice. That's just my mind's talking there. It's a 7 of Cups. I feel like you do have options, so you may be able to negotiate a deal from your landlord. Um, Movie is laughing at me because I'm really stressed about my landlord. So I'm trying not to bring my energy into this. But it is a 7 of Cups. So you know the 7 of Cups means you have too many options. You need to choose what is best for you and stick whatever that is. I feel like it's not a matter of thinking, wishful thinking or hoping. It's like talking things through with him, making that decision. The universe blesses whatever decision you make. I feel like you're going to figure out one way or another. The Three of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like it may not be as painful as you're thinking about asking to your landlord for more time. It's just a matter, you know, the landlord potentially may not accept it because the Three of Swords is in the dark. But I feel like if you ask, they may also just give you the more time that is needed. Let's see. What advice can we give to culture with the cards? Oh man, that was a hard one. You know, sometimes my emotions want to get involved and I have to try to separate the cards and your energy from my own. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be able to balance things out. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Do what is best for you, not what's best for them. But it's not worth fighting about either, though. Taking time for rest and healing and being easy on yourself seems to be what's coming through with the Four of Swords there. Good night, Ellen. Thank you for being here. Thank you, culture. Sunflower. For sunflower, what is to come with sunflower's future? Flipping business. Ooh. Let's see. What is going to come of sunflower's flipping business? I'm looking to book and also put it on YouTube. Ooh, that is nice. You mean flipping like houses and stuff? Let's see, for sunflower. What will come out of sunflower's future business? Future flipping business. What's gonna come of sunflower's future flipping business on YouTube? The Queen of Cups is in the dark. I feel like it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I feel like for your side of things, it's not getting your emotions all caught up in your business, because there is going to be a lot of emotions, especially when you're flipping houses and getting people to get out of the houses because you can flip it and all that sort of thing. It's going to be tough on your emotions for sure. There is the Queen of Wands here. So the Queen of Wands is very caring, nurturing being, but she also leads with resilience. She doesn't take no for an answer. She just keeps going. She keeps pushing. She keeps doing what she needs to do. And is very nurturing, but at the same time doesn't allow her emotions to mess with her mind to ruin her business, right? The Queen of Wands is also very much on top of her game when it does come to business. So I feel like that was a good card for this question. The Four of Wands, harvesting all the resources you need to harvest in order to make sure you have all the information, all the legal sides done, right? So the Four of Wands in the dark. So I feel like it's not a matter of just putting on a show and faking it till you make it. I feel like that's not going to work for you. So I feel like it's a matter of you doing your homework and your research and gathering your harvest a little bit more before you expand your vision of what you want to come out of this. Let's see what the Three of Wands is saying. If she can't expand her vision, what is Sunflower supposed to do? Queen of Swords. Yeah, stick to your truth. But the Queen of Swords, she's very logical. She's very, getting all the facts she needs and legal advice, not just, doing what she needs to do, doing her research, but also speaking her mind, speaking her truth, not messing around with that. I think it's also being very mindful of who you make business partners with, if that's a thing. Because I feel like, the only person you can trust in this situation is yourself. That is really cool. Bernadette. Will Bernadette move next year? Let's see for Bernadette. Will Bernadette move next year? You don't like the country that you live in? Oh, you have to move to Canada. Let's see for Bernadette. Will Bernadette move next year? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the Page of Cups is a yes card if you get the emotional support you're needing, I think. But the Seven of Swords is in the dark. But I feel like don't get caught up in any scam. There's so many scams out there. It's crazy. It's so hard to look for a place to move to because there's so many scams. It's like you can't just click on ad. You have to or see where this ad comes from, who posted the ad, and what country this ad came from. Because it's crazy. I feel like that's why the Seven of Swords came out, is to be very careful of who you're trusting with your information about moving when you're looking for a place. Because we're looking for a place, and we always we got caught up in the scams a couple of times. Not that we fell for the scams, but they're very, very smart. They're harder to catch than they used to be. So making sure that you're getting the right support from the right people with guidance, I feel like, is what came out for you. I don't like the community. Oh, the community. I wrote country. Community. Sorry, I read that completely wrong. Will Bernadette be moving to a new community? Will Bernadette be able to move to a new community? The King of Wands is a yes card, but it's in the dark. You normally block them? Yeah, they're so hard to find though, because I feel like around here, mostly the only place to look for a new home, or place to rent or buy, is on Facebook. There's not a lot of real options for advertising around here where I am, and I feel like Facebook is the most amount of scammers. I thought you because you're a podcast. Oh man, yeah. Well, the Chariot, they're going to be moving one way or another. So it could be physical moving, could be just you moving forward. But I feel like it's, take your time to contemplate, take the time that you need to make sure you're making the right decisions, going in the right place, not getting scammed, because, the Seven of Swords here. Like scammer, liar, tricker card. me, I just click on it because it looks good, so I click on it. That's how they get me. Culture. What are going, you know, I'm a fairy witch. I'm attracted to the shiny thing. Let's see, for culture, what is going on with K's energy towards culture? What's going on with K's energy towards culture? What's going on with K's energy towards culture? What's going on with K's energy towards culture? Ace of Swords is in the light. This one wants to come out too, the Knight of Pentacles. What's going on with K's energy towards culture? There's the Ace of Swords in a light. So I feel like overall, Kay does have good intentions, wants to take positive initiative towards you. I feel like they really believe their truth. Like whatever's going on between you and Kay, I feel like they feel like they're being very honest. They're very good at communicating with you. But there is the Knight of Pentacles in the dark. So just because they believe that they're being honest with you and all that sort of thing doesn't mean that, you know, there's not something a little bit shady going on here, because the Knight of Pentacles in the dark. I just feel like there's this energy of them. They're not, whoever they're, you know, whatever your suspicions are, they haven't changed. They're the same person you believe that they always were. I'm not quite sure what's lingering in this energy. It seems to be like there's something's a little stuck. I don't know if it's just them hooked on an idea. They're just too stubborn. They're not going to get off this idea until you give in. I don't know. But there is the Ace of Wands, so I feel like there's going to be a spark of them reaching out, wanting to take a chance, or wanting you to take a chance on them for whatever reason, wanting you to take action. It could be positive. I don't feel like it's really negative. I just feel like it's kind of, I don't know, making sure they're not tricking you into something you don't want to do, even though it may still be positive. You know what I mean? There's Two of Swords, so I feel like you're going to be stuck in the middle with trying to make that decision. I feel like they may try to pressure you, or that may just be hard to read and that may be hard to decide how you're going to deal with K's energy towards you overall. But I feel like genuinely, they do feel like they're being honest. They do feel like they're, I don't know. That makes sense? Okay, good. Dee Dee, what genre should I do for my story for YouTube? What genre should Dee Dee do for her story on YouTube? What genre should she do? Maybe I'll use these ones, so they actually have words. Let's see. For Dee Dee, what genre should Dee Dee do for her story on YouTube? What genre should Dee Dee do on her story? Ooh. Well, you know, if you take this could be a juicy story, you know, the Queen of Cups. So something with compassion and warmth, healing, intuition, supportive healing. So healing could be the theme. I'm not quite sure what that is for you. The King of Wands is in the dark, so maybe someone who feels like they lost that control, they lost that sense of leadership, they lost their vision of whatever's happening here. Maybe they lost their love. Knight of Cups is in the dark. Maybe they ran out of ideas on how to be tactful and graceful in the romantic department. The Five of Swords causing some aggression and heated disputes and conflicts of some sort. So, you know, sometimes love stories are supposed to end loving. This love story could be a tragic love story, is what I'm picking up on here. That may start with healing and gets better, and then boom, you know, disaster. I don't know. That is what I got. Oh, man. A message from my cat. So let's see for Bernadette. I had cat cards somewhere. Do I have my cat cards here? Oh, I do. I do. I'm making a mess. Message from the cats. Let's see what Bernadette's cats want her to know right now. What does Bernadette's cats want her to know right now? Let's see for Bernadette's cat. What does Bernadette's cats want her to know right now? What does Bernadette's cats want her to know right now? I feel like your cats want more cookies, or they're enjoying cookies. I don't know. Treats, whatever that is. For the 5 of cups in the light. Sorry, 6 of cups in the light. I feel like there's this energy. No, 6 of pentacles. Coins is pentacles. I always get mixed up with that card. One of them don't let you sleep at all. Ugh. For the 6 of coins, I feel like they feel like you're very generous, you're very supportive, you're very invested in your cat energy. So maybe because you're so supportive and so generous and so invested in their energy, they just want to be with you all day, all night, and forever. There is the 10 of Swords here. So, you know, they know that they're destructive. They know that, you know, they keep you up all night. Don't let you sleep. 10 of Swords is like keeping you up all night with your thoughts and whatever's going on there. But, yeah. You may feel defeated because the cat feels like they won. For the 7 of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like they do realize that they cause you some frustrations. And you do get impatient with them, but they love you anyway. So there's the 7 of Cups, right? They love that you choose to stick with them no matter what. What else does Bernadette need to know from her kitties? What else does Bernadette need to know from her cat? Oh, Temperance. You know, they try their best to not harass you. They do it in moderation, you know, not too much, not too less. They try to keep it balanced as much as they can. The 2 of Pentacles here, they have trouble juggling around what kind of shenanigans they're going to get into next. But there's a 9 of Pentacles in the dark, so, you know, they're up to shady business all the time. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just the nature of the kitties. That is really good. Culture. Does Carrie still see me as an easy target to bully? Does Carrie still see culture? Does Carrie still see culture as an easy target to bully? Does Carrie still see culture as an easy target to bully? Carrie still see culture as an easy target to bully? Oh, and there is the death card in the dark. So I feel like no, I feel like they don't see you as an easy target to bully anymore. I wouldn't let my guards down though. You know, I would not relax and get your guards down though. But I feel like they are weaning off of you because the death card is in the dark. The 10 of Swords is in the dark. So they're trying to rise above. They're trying to get past whatever they were in, whatever energy they were in before. Magician's in the dark too, so I feel like, you know, they may not be as resourceful, as clever as they were before, but I feel like there's still some weird energy going on there. The 4 of Wands, I feel like it's just, you know, 4 of Wands is usually celebration or just them wanting to be friends with you or connect with you and not really bully you as much. Yeah, I feel like they're weaning off of that. A small one does it for food? Oh man, they always do, eh? Didi, should I post more than one text story a day? Well, usually they say to do 3. Like they say to do a stream, post, or shorts. But if you don't want to stream your story, I'd like do a short, do a like a full screen um video. Do a video that's like vertical, or like do like a, if you don't want to do a live stream, you could do like a premiere, a video, and a short. So if you do one of each thing, it gets picked up in the algorithm um more, especially if they're not quite the same but have similar titles in the same day. I don't know. This seems to work for a lot of people. Let's see what the cards have to say though. Should you post more than one text story a day? Even if you just take the one full text story, cut it up into 3. You know? Then you say, watch the full story on, and you put a link to wherever the full story is on the shorter one. What does should you post more than one short story a day? 6 of Wands, yes, and you'll get that badass success. I mean, I don't know if I need to pull more cards because that's a badass card. So, yeah. Even if you do like one full 8-minute video, because people don't have attention span more than 8 minutes, then you cut it up to make like a short. Like do the full one as a premiere, then cut it up as a short. And just take a little part of it to make a little mini video to promote the premiere. Some people do that, or you can make 3 different ones. I know my son cuts his up because less work. 18-second videos. Yeah, longer ones will build up your watch time though. Like I've had all my watch time since I had 500 subscribers. It's just the subscribers is harder to get than the watch time. But if you're doing a lot of videos and only doing 18 seconds, it's harder to build your watch time. Because watch time is more important than subscribers. Right? YouTube likes when they watch because they know if they watch, they can put more commercials on that. Because if you have a lot of watch time videos, then sometimes my videos, even though I'm not monetized for commercials yet, sometimes you click on it and you do see a commercial because they just like, ooh, I'm gonna use this to put a commercial, even though she's not getting paid for it because her butt cheeks like that. Yeah. Sunflower. What is the timeline that I am looking for and moving out of my apartment? So what is the timeline? Huh. I'm searching, but I have no luck. Ugh, it's really hard to find a place. I hear you. We've been looking for like 2 years. It is hard. It's hard to find a place that's not better than what you have. I feel like that is my challenge. There's nothing nearly as good as what I have. But I don't want to move you there. I feel you, Sunflower. It is hard out there. It's like everybody's fighting for the same place. We went to see a place and there was like 10 people in line waiting to see the same place. It was, oh man, it's tough out there. Let's see for Sunflower. What timeline should Sunflower be looking at for moving out of her apartment? What timeline should Sunflower be looking for in moving out of her apartment? Oh man. You know, the Ace of Cups is like spring. But the Two of Pentacles is winter. You know, the Temperance. Ugh, it's just kind of like finding your balance. So I'm worried because the spring came out first. It's like spring to winter, so that's like next year kind of energy. Let's see if these ones are more helpful. Can we get a timeline for Sunflower from looking at moving out of her apartment? That was too many cards. These ones were all facing down. This one was in the light. This one was in the light. These two were in the light. That was nice that they all came out that way. Those two were face down. So, I guess looking on a Wednesday or a Sunday, when you feel like you're very much out socializing, maybe after a breakup, I feel like this is not really helpful. Let's try another approach to this. I was hoping you would say like summer or spring. I mean fall, but yeah, we'll try that again. um, what advice can you give the sunflower about looking for an apartment? What advice can you give the sunflower about looking for an apartment? The universe is blessing that. Ooh, look outside your garden, right? The Seven of Pentacles, looking outside your garden, looking outside of what you've been looking at. So I don't know if that means like a new city, a new town, a new place that you've been looking for. Um, maybe going back to wherever you have lived before in the past, like the same community as before, because it's the Eight of Cups in the dark. So it's kind of like returning to what was, or trying one that you've already applied to again and see if anything's changed. The Judgment is in the dark as well, so I just feel like there's an energy of you trying to stand out different than all the others, maybe applying or trying to figure things out there. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is in the light, and the Four of Cups is in the dark. I think whatever it is, you're going to figure it out. The King of Pentacles. Pentacles is winter, so hopefully by the winter you do find something, though, because you had a winter card before. So I feel like by the winter, you'll have some clarity about which direction you're going to go into with moving. Maybe because there's more choices in winter, because a lot less people move in winter. I don't know. I guess it depends where you live. In Canada, nobody wants to live when it's snowing outside. Oh man. For culture, does culture's pet like her new water dish? Does culture's pet like their new water dish? Does culture's... Where's the kitties? I put the kitties away. I should have left them out. The last one. Does culture's pet like her new water dish? Does culture's pet like her new water dish? Ace of Wands! Yes, but I'm not too sure because new. Not sure if your pet is a cat or not, but they're not too sure. They don't hate it. You know, they're adapting to it, but it's new, so they need some more time. They haven't, seen her drink from it. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while. Yeah. Sometimes they just like to do it when you're not looking because you're not sure. They don't want you to know that they like it just yet. Yeah, Five of Wands. You have a love-hate relationship with it. It makes sense? Awesome. Dee Dee! Will Dee Dee hear from my friend Irene? Will Dee Dee hear from their friend Irene? Will Dee Dee hear from her friend Irene? Will Dee Dee be hearing from her friend Irene? Four of Swords is a no card. Will Dee Dee be hearing from her friend Becky this week? Will Dee Dee be hearing from her friend Becky this week? No. Oh man. Why are they not gonna reach out to Dee Dee this week? Why are they not reaching out to Dee Dee this week? Ooh, I feel like they're emotionally checked out. They don't want to. I feel like they're keeping themselves emotionally distanced. Not just from you. I just feel like in general they're just stuck in their head and not in their heart and not wanting to. You know. Yeah. I feel like they're struggling with their emotional balance right now for whatever reason. That's what I got. Bernadette, any messages from her adoptive mom? What messages can we get for Bernadette's adoptive mom? What messages can Bernadette get from her adoptive mom? What messages can Bernadette get? Not what funny. Oh my gosh, I feel like I entered that wrong. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message from her adoptive mom. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come in and give Bernadette a message from her adoptive mom. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernadette a message from her adoptive mom. Let's see. Ooh, the Tower. I feel like this energy of your mom saying, just expect the unexpected. I'm not quite sure what that means for you, but I just feel like you know what needs to be changed, you know what you need to do, you know how to navigate through the chaos. I'm not quite sure if you know what that is either, but the Ten of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like it's like her telling you, like, you know the connection between you and your adoptive mom. It's just a matter of you growing your own branches, you growing into your own traditions, your own things, your own concept of living and being you. For the Queen of Wands in the dark too, I just feel this energy of you boosting your ego, boosting your confidence, and seeing where it leads you, because I feel like your mom says that you are resilient, you can overcome anything. There is the Ace of Swords and a light. It's just a matter of you having this sense of clarity, focusing on your true intentions and what initiatives you want to take moving forward, being open, communicating with others, and expanding your networking or whatever that is for you as well. That's what I got. Yeah. Culture. Is my pet noticing improvements in the light? Let's see. For the pets. For culture. Is culture's pet noticing improvements to the taste of the water? Huh. The taste of the water. Huh. I don't know. Let's see for culture. Is culture's pet noticing improvements to the taste of the water? Knight of Swords. No. They haven't noticed a difference. I mean, it would, because I feel like Beastie prefers to drink out of a metal bowl than a plastic bowl. I've noticed that. Floppy will drink out of the plastic bowl, but Beastie will drink out of the metal bowl. So I'm guessing the textures of the bowl makes a difference. I'm not quite sure if your pet's a cat or a dog or what it is. I mean, Lucky will drink out of anything. Even if you leave the toilet open, he'll drink out of that. He doesn't care. But the cats do seem to have a preference, so I'm not sure if that's why there was a no there. If they just don't care, like they were like Lucky, or I don't know. That makes sense? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for the plastic bowl and the metal bowl is the same water, so I'm guessing the metal makes it taste different, or the plastic. I have no idea. I'm not a cat, so I don't know. Culture. Will culture like my new? Okay. Will I like my other? I'm so reading that wrong. Dee Dee. We need Dee Dee's energy. Will Dee Dee like her new game pack? Will Dee Dee like her new game pack? Let's see. Will Dee Dee like her new game pack? Will Dee Dee like her new game pack? Yes. You may be a little bit judgy of it, but you're gonna like it. King Cups are, you may have some thoughts about it that are a little bit aggressive, but overall, I feel like you will like it. Well, Dee Dee's YouTube channel stories like the new game pack. No. Oh man. I mean, it's a King of Swords, so it could be logical to use it. I feel like you can win their heart over with the Four of Cups. May take some coaching or nurturing. Maybe a slow start to something, but that's what I got. Bernadette, August energy, yes. What is the energy for Bernadette for August? What is August energy for Bernadette? What is August's energy for Bernadette? What is August's energy for Bernadette? What is August's energy for Bernadette? Ooh. Ooh. All four cards came out just like that. Okay, so I feel like the Queen of Pentacles. So that is the theme for August for you. I feel like your theme is focusing on yourself, self-healing, self-nurturing, self-growth, right? I feel that for you. I feel like that is your theme. Queen of Pentacles, right? She's has good business sense. She's very social. She's very grounded. She's very sensible in her energy. Knows how to nurture herself and others in a positive light. There is a Knight of Pentacles in the dark. I feel like this is what strength or opportunities or blessing may come towards you with the Knight of Pentacles in the dark. I just feel like there's energy of like putting more effort into your work, but not changing who you are, not changing things about your routine or anything. Just focusing on moving forward slowly and steadily. For the Page of Swords in the dark, what to release, what to avoid. Or release saying things that you're gonna regret later. You know, you may have to hold your breath and count to 10 or bite your tongue. Not say things that you don't want to or you don't truly intend to saying that may just come out because the moment is a little bit heated. And I feel like that's going to help you through what's happening beneath the surface is that you're learning how to balance your energy with others. I feel like is what is going on here because you do have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel the sense of you getting things done, being more generous and supportive towards others, and getting the same back in return. I also feel like you either like getting involved in some sort of community events or volunteer or some sort of thing like that that may boost your growth and your self-discovery journey is what I'm saying, because I feel like it's all about you boosting your self energy. Yeah. That's what I got. You're welcome, Judy. Sunflower. What is Ace feeling about the whole situation with Sunflower and Ace? How is Ace feeling about their situation with Dee Dee? How is Ace feeling about their whole situation with Dee Dee? The Two of Pentacles. For the Two of Pentacles, I feel like they're feeling some imbalance. Like, I feel like they feel like they're trying to adapt to the situation. They're trying to figure out how to be more flexible and while still maintaining their priorities or whatever their responsibilities are. But I feel like they're still struggling with that. There is a Seven of Pentacles in the light as well, so I feel like there's this energy of them um wanting to put more effort into it, wanting to or feeling that they are being patient. But I also feel like they're kind of like evaluating their situation. They're evaluating like, is this connection with Sunflower worth it? Is it worth me putting in more time and energy and effort? Or should I be pulling back? And I feel like they're like really stuck on making that decision. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. It's like right now they're feeling stuck because they can't see a future. I can't see the two of you moving forward in the future clearly enough to make that concrete decision. And the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's too many things going on, and they're trapped in their mind with their visions and their expectations, and maybe being a little bit delusional about what the future of the two of you look like, or what they want moving forward. I feel like they're feeling a little overwhelmed and stuck, and kind of like maybe asking themselves the same questions you are about this relationship. That is what I'm going though. Culture. Any other messages or finding a new apartment? Let's see. There any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? So what could give culture a message on finding a new apartment? There any new messages, any other messages about culture, finding a new apartment? There any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What kind of culture message about finding a new apartment? What kind of messages culture need to know about finding a new apartment? So for the Two of Swords, I feel like you're gonna find yourself, indecisive, not sure which one to go, stalling, being distant, and contemplating which one is best to do. But I also feel this energy will be thinking or feeling like you're being pressured to make a decision. There is the Eight of Swords and a Light, so I feel like you're very, like if you feel restricted. I don't know if you're restricted because of the budgeting or the area or what's going on with that. For the King of Swords and a Light, I feel like there's this energy, whatever it is, like you lead with your logic and your experience and making sure that you are taking some calculations on how you're going to go about finding a new apartment and that sort of thing. And I feel like you're going to figure it out because the Ten of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like you're going to release anything that's negative about it, and I feel like you're going to pull yourself together and open up yourself to a new beginning. Let's just see what the fairies have to say about this. What does the fairies have to say to culture about this energy with her apartment? Ooh, it says the troll fae. Follow your secret signs. So look for signs, as treasures can be found where you least expect them. Sometimes you think of a neighborhood that looks really bad, you never want to go in there. But sometimes there's like a hidden gem where a place just may be perfect, even though it's not where you're expecting. That was a good one for you, right? Yeah, follow your secret signs, as treasures can be found where you least expect them. I don't know. That's what I want. Wasn't expecting the fairies to come through for you, but I feel like that one made sense for looking for a new place, right? Sometimes it looks ugly on the outside, but when you go inside, like some places, like we went and saw a place today, it looked like, I'm not joking, on the outside it looks like a trailer park house, but on the inside, it was like huge. It was like bigger than the other places we saw. I was surprised. The outside looks like it's two trailers parked. Like, you know how those trailer houses, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. It looked like there was two of them together because there were like two front doors, two verandas. So on the outside it looked like it was gonna be like really small. But they made it into one big house. So it was like huge inside. So I don't know. That's just my vision from what that card was trying to say. Yeah, but the outside looks like poop. we I was even gonna call and cancel and not go see it because yeah. But then I went to message this person that I wasn't gonna go, but they messaged to say if we were gonna go. So I felt like I had to, so we did, and yeah, I was surprised. So yeah, I should have picked up that card for myself earlier and been more confident about it. Oh man, but yeah, it's because the person said like they had a lot of people not show up for the viewing, but the picture of on the outside, you know, it's not pretty. Looking inside it's big. Like it's surprising how big it looks like on the inside compared to the outside. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I should call my channel Story Time with Tamsy instead of tarot reading. Dee Dee. Well, Dee Dee's friend Becky get her daycare job. Well, Dee Dee's friends Becky get her daycare job. Well, not Tammy. Oh my goodness, Tammy's energy. Tammy's not even here. Her energy's coming through. For Dee Dee, we need Dee Dee's energy. Well, Dee Dee's friend Becky get her new daycare job. Well, Dee Dee's friend Becky get her new daycare job. Let's see. For the Ten of Swords in the dark, I'm afraid something happened and she didn't. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure if something happened, she didn't get the job, or she did get the job, but it's not like as much hours or as much pay as she was expecting. I feel like there was some chaos with that, or maybe she needed some more training. I know here if you apply for daycare, They make you redo your first date and all that sort of thing again. So I don't know if that's the chaos they're talking about. And she did get the job, but it looks like all these are no cards. So I want to say yes, but they're all no. Like the Ten of Swords is a no. The Ace of Swords is a yes card, but it's in the dark, so it's more leaning towards no. Tower is a no. Ten of Wands is a no. That would suck. Maybe that is why that emotional disturbance was coming through when we asked if they were going to reach out towards you. Maybe they're out looking for a new job. I don't know. Sorry, my speaker turned off. No, it turned itself on. And it stopped. Bernadette, messages from Bernadette's brother. During spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, they want to come give Bernadette a message from her brother. During spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, they want to come give Bernadette a message from her brother. The Page of Pentacles is in the dark. As soon as I pulled out the Page of Pentacles from the dark, I feel like your brother is thinking of something that happened a long time ago. Not quite sure if it has anything to do with you or if it's just them. But for the Page of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of them kind of like digging around in something. I don't know if they're digging around somebody else's business or if they're just digging around watching things or how that energy is going out around. But I feel like they're trying to develop some sort of skill or some sort of thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But I feel like there's this energy where they're kind of like caught up on something from their past, like far back in their past. And they're trying to use that to like stir up something, some sort of energy, or like they're digging around. I don't know if they're affecting someone else's energy or if they're affecting your energy. Whatever it is, I feel like it's not negative or positive, it's just a disruptive energy. You had no memories of his past. Okay, yeah. And it's really that's his energy right now. It's a little bit mischievous, is what I wanted to say. Mischievous. I feel like he may do things around you or the people you know that is just, like if something goes missing and you find it in the strangest places, I feel like he has something to do with that. Just something just to irritate people for some sort of enjoyment. I don't know. That is the energy that I'm feeling right now. For the Nine of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of them just being at peace, just going with the flow in their energy. I feel like they haven't yet crossed over. Like they haven't rebirthed into a new energy yet. For the Ten of Cups in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of them just not really wanting to focus or think about family. I feel like they're just kind of like lingering and they're very hopeful for their future. So I feel like they're at the verge of transitioning into either a rebirth or crossing over or being somewhere else. Yeah. Spirits can do that for sure. They can, yeah. Yeah, especially the Fae. Usually when things go missing and then return is usually a sign that you have a Fae. But I feel like he's able to do that too. Spirits can do that as well. Um, you know? Like if you swear you will lock the door, but then you go back and the door is not unlocked, they can unlock the door. Or if you feel like you unlock the door, they can lock it. They can do things like that. I feel like your brother does those kinds of things. Um, I'm irritated for no reason. Oh man, I feel like I feel like that came through because he's trying to get to you. He's trying to get your attention. Yeah, I feel like he's doing that. It's your brother doing that. Maybe instead of getting irritated, just say hello, whatever his name is. It may make him be in a better mood and stop doing those things. I don't know. Culture. Will B ever change his messy energy with women? Ooh. For culture, will B ever change his messy energy with women? Will culture ever change? Not culture, sorry, not culture. B's energy. Will B ever change his messy energy with culture? Will B ever change his messy energy with culture? Will B ever change his messy... Not with culture, with women. Oh my goodness, I keep doing the wrong thing. Well, there you go, Bernadette. You need to tell him that. Next time he does something mysterious, the next time you get irritated, you just yell at him. You should be happy where you are. You're not here anymore. You're at peace. Oh my gosh. Culture, I'm trying to find B's energy. B. What is B's energy? Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. Know if B will change his messy behavior. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. Know if B will change their messy behavior with women. There we go. Absolutely not. Why should I? Oh man, I'm very content with who I am. I'm very possessive of my materialistic things. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna have new visions. I'm just gonna be me because I'm a free spirit and I can do what I want to do. I feel like that's what came true culture, so I feel like no. B is not going to change. You're welcome, culture. Sunflower, what do I need to work on to bring the right kind of love for me? That one was very aggressive, eh? Eight of Wands, get motivated, spark that passion and romance and make it happen, right? Eight of Wands, making some quick, fast action. You taking action, making some bold moves, putting yourself out there. Text or call someone out of the blue just because it's spontaneous and exciting and hot. Oh man. Just saying that because the Eight of Wands and it came out so aggressively. It's like you just pick up that bold energy. Go for it. What does Sunflower need to bring to the right kind of love? What does Sunflower need to bring to attract the right type of love? Oh man, this Four of Swords is in the ledge. You're done relaxing. You're done being quiet. It's time to, get out there. Put yourself out there. The Knight of Wands, being bold, fiery, taking action, pursuing that romance. Be that charming person that you are with being fearless and flirtatious and passionate. The judgment. Sometimes you do gotta judge a book by a cover sometimes, right? Sometimes what you see is exactly what they are. So be mindful for that. And at the bottom of the deck is a Lover's card, love and romance. You deciding what you truly want in love and going for it. Take the powers in your hands. I feel like it's you getting outside your comfort zone and finding someone that you wouldn't typically try to pursue. May pique your pique your interest is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you want to be attracted to people who we think our family and friends would like, or we feel like we should be with that type of person, but it doesn't mean that it feels right, right? Like a lot of people think that they need to be with somebody that's their age, but as long as they're not a minor. The lovers came out again. You know, do what feels right for you. Dee, how will my YouTube channel be the whole month of August? How will the YouTube channel be the whole month of August? How will it be? Oh, their temperance. So I feel like it's going to have a good alignment. I feel like it's going to move forward in moderation. It's a matter of having patience. So let's see. What is the first week going to look like for Duty's YouTube channel? Ooh, the star. So I feel like there's going to be some inspiration, creativity. I also feel like there's this energy of being a little bit eccentric in your videos or what you're attracting towards your channel. But it seems to have a positive vibe. What's going to happen the second week of August and Duty's YouTube channel? Ooh, people may not bite their tongue. They may say what they say, but you know, good or bad doesn't matter because any type of comment is um a reaction, right? If it's good or bad, just like a thumbs up or a thumbs down is the same thing. The algorithm has no clue if they're giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Um, it's stupid, but you know, that's why a lot of YouTubers say, "Yeah, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down." Who in the chat's gonna give me a thumbs down? Because it's all the same. It doesn't matter, and it gives them a boost of a boost of algorithm. I'm just feeling that kind of energy coming through the second week because of the Queen of Swords. Lucky, stop. What's going on for the third week of August in DD's YouTube channel? The Nine of Swords. So I feel like things are gonna pick up pace by the third week. Things are gonna be woken up, right? We're not gonna be sleeping anymore. Things are gonna be a little bit rising up. What's gonna happen the fourth week of August? The Six of Wands. You may not get the badass success, but I feel like you will feel validated that people are watching your channel. So I feel like it's going to be a slow moving, like the Temperance says. Have patience. It is moving. Focus on the watch time, not the likes and subscribes. Right? So watch time. Even the amount of views. You know, even if only 2 people watched, but one of those 2 people watched the entire thing instead of 3 seconds. It counts more than having 5 views and they didn't watch more than a few seconds, right? So don't look at that. Like, look at the bigger picture and seeing that, measure that growth that way. There's fireworks outside. That's why Lucky is barking. He does not like when the neighbors do fireworks. So they shouldn't be doing the fireworks back. You'd be a good police dog. Yeah. We're not supposed to have fireworks here in the city, but you know. People don't listen. They get pugs all riled up. Oh man. Roberta got more clarity on topics to talk about for videos. Ooh, I have ADHD. I have ADHD too. That's why I'm always tripping on my words because my brain goes faster than my mouth. But sometimes when I talk too fast, people think that they don't know what I'm saying, so they tell me to slow down. I get that comment a lot. I don't get it so much anymore, but when I first started, I used to get a lot of comments. I need to slow down when I'm talking. But if I slow down, I can't say everything I want to say because then I forget. Oh man, I feel you, Bernadette. It's tough. For Bernadette, what are more? Can we get some clarity for Bernadette on what topics to talk? I'm gonna use the other cards so they have words, so they may be more helpful with this. So what topics did Bernadette bring up in her videos for having ADHD and creativity? Ooh. So for the king suggests logical and analytical topics, emotional, detached, strict, and serious authority. This could be just about how you keep track of your daily routine. You know, in ADHD, it's hard to stick to what you need to know. I do the same thing every day. I don't know if you're like that, but if I fall out of my routine, I'm stuck. So I feel like that's kind of like what the King of Swords is saying, with being strict and serious with the situation as a topic for ADHD or whatever you have going on. The Tower, so dealing with unexpected changes or spiraling and crumbling out of chaos or destructions or distractions, whatever that is. It is Swords in the Dark of how to release any negativity, how to not feel like a victim or not feel helpless, and being more powerful and not being and acknowledging how they're feeling or whatever instead of in denial. The Page of Cups too, being more in tune with their spirituality, their inner child energy, making sure their head is not always in the clouds, but sometimes it's good to escape and go into fantasy land sometimes. Just to have that sense of escape so you come back with a sense of clarity and focus so that you're able to move forward. Yeah. Gonna go for that. Culture. What is happening in August for culture? What is happening for culture in August? What is happening in August for culture? What's happening in August for culture? Eight of Swords, that sense of freedom, that sense of letting go of any attachments or anything that is not serving you. Moving forward, I feel the sense of the King of Swords on the lake too. Just you getting that respect that you deserve, being more self-disciplined, boosting your own inner wisdom or trusting your inner wisdom to move forward. Because I feel the sense of you opening up some good conversations, having fun, taking a little bit more risk or getting yourself outside your comfort zone a little bit more as well. I feel like that is a growing inner energy for August. The Ten of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel this energy as well as like you falling into a trap of drama or some sort of family destruction of some sort or family chaos. I'm not quite sure what that is. But I just feel this energy of having to deal with someone either being excluded. I'm not sure if it's you not getting invited to somewhere or showing up somewhere and someone that you expect they're going to be there not going to be there. I just feel like something's going to be excluded, like someone. Not sure if it's you or someone else. The stars in the dark too, so I also feel like there's this energy of like chaos coming for you. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I feel like it's going to give you a sense of disappointment. And I feel like there's going to be something missed. I don't know if it's like missing an opportunity or missing an event or how that's going to play out for you. But I feel like it's going to disrupt your energy. What is this energy with this destructive energy coming for culture? I feel like whatever this is, maybe we weren't supposed to go to begin with. Even though it may be disappointing, maybe heartbroken that you didn't get to go, it's for a good reason because something else is better is coming. You have the Nine of Cups here. So whatever this is, I know it's going to be disappointing, it's going to be hard on your heartstrings, but just know that something better is around the corner that may be more beneficial for you because the Nine of Pentacles, right? I mean the Nine of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, all the nines are the same, right? It's you rising above, focusing on that independence, that growth, choosing happiness to move forward. It's really what? Sunflower. What is coming once I walk away from Ace or Slay? Okay, what happens if Sunflower walks away from Ace? What will happen if Sunflower walks away from Ace? What will happen if Sunflower walks away from Ace? Ooh, I feel like it's gonna boost your intuition. It's gonna boost your inner wisdom. You're gonna be able to see things clearer. You feel like you're gonna get the bigger picture of what's actually happening here. But I just feel the sense of walking into this divine energy and being able to protect yourself and manifest things, or being able to see the sense of manifesting and creating a new sense of home for you, if that makes sense. The Knight of Swords, I feel like, he's going to play this game where, yes, you don't leave, and he's going to beg you to come back, all that sort of thing, and I feel like you will be heartbroken, but I feel like you being the High Priestess is what's going to happen, and will bring you a lot of strength. What will happen if Sunflower stays with Ace? What will happen if Sunflower stays with Ace? what's going to happen if Sunflower stays with Ace. We have the Five of Cups in the dark, so they're going to beg for your forgiveness, going to beg for reconciliation. They're going to tell you they're going to find resolutions, they're going to compromise, they're going to say that things are going to balance out, but they're not, because the Six of Pentacles is in the dark is still a one-sided thing where you're putting in more effort than they are, and they're not going to fulfill your cup with love like they're going to promise. That's what I got. You're welcome, Culture. I guess I'm done. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow for more readings. I should have asked earlier, but I didn't. I was gonna ask if you guys would like team nights for members readings. And I do sometimes do it during the weeks, but I was thinking I don't know if we should have theme nights for members. I don't know. You let me know what you think about that in the comments or whatever. I hope you all have a great night. I will be live again tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Bye, everyone. Good night. Bye.